Like I said, we need each other, and you get in mindset of I'm fine, I can do it by myself, but no, we can't do. We can't live alone.
And do everything
We
by
can't
us.
do, by us, everything by ourselves. So I definitely agree with you with that. But that tells me that, and when I when people last year, everybody said the same word, strong. When I asked like, "What you learn about yourself?" They said, "I'm stronger than I thought. I'm stronger than I thought I was." So, what would you say you learned about yourself besides being strong?
Man, just
Hmm.
my resilience to overcome this. Not hold under pressure.
Hmm.
Find a way to get up every day and in a situation I easily could have just killed myself or decided to bed every day and not do nothing. And I keep it on.
Hmm.
So I think the fact that like my resilience is deep enough to want more out of life and actually strive for.
I love
So
it.
I, that's right, yeah, right there.
I
So yeah,
love it. I love it. So moving forward, I'm big on moving forward. I'm big on staying in the past. Um, what have you done with your 2.0 chance? What I have you done with your second chance of life, as I call it, 2.0 chance?
man, I figured I've cracked the bench. I feel like
You know,
I feel like
take
my
on the world.
my approach to life is completely different. I don't get too high or too low on certain emotions because I know that everything in the span of life and death, everything in between that is temporary.
Mm,
So I can't get too high or too low. So my approach to life has completely altered. Uh, like I said, I love myself now. Everything about myself. I love my flaws. I love I love the good about myself. I love the
yeah.
bad, and it's due to this situation. This
Mhm.
situation figure out much about myself and just about life in general. I just want to continue growing and continue succeeding. And I've started a bit. I've man, I'm doing things that I never thought I would do. I've crossed paths with people that I never thought. I just maybe last week I was on a platform with trauma surgeons, grant writers.
Mhm.
I spoke with a lady who was a victim in the Virginia Tech shooting.
Oh
We've
wow.
been working really close together. So I couldn't ask for
Mhm.
it. I know what I my life has been is geared. Like it's set up.
Mhm.
Do is just walk the straight line.
That's right. Just keep
All
following
I
the path.
yeah. It's not I'm not overexerting, I'm not stressing out about where my dollars are gonna come from. No. God has put me in a position I just focus on and getting
Right. That's right. I love that. So, what inspired the name? Uh, don't take risk and prosper. What inspired take risk and prosper?
well, what
What's
inspired
what's your clothing brand, right? That's your clothing brand, right? The clothing.
oh,
Okay.
that,
That's right.
risk and profit
That's right.
where that came from pretty much is in the black community, you know, trapping
That's right.
and
That's true.
trapping is when you think of it, it's thought of in a negative light. When you're
It is.
trapped, you're most likely you're selling drugs or you're doing
Mm-hmm.
something illegal. But for me, it was kind of a way to turn a negative into a positive.
I
So
love
when
that.
you think of trap, it's, you're taking a risk and you're prospering from that risk. No matter what it is, every day we wake up, we step out that front door. That's a risk that you're taking to get
That's
to.
true.
So that's pretty much what inspired it is just me one finding a way to relate to my community negative into a positive. And we're out here every day. We're rapping. We're taking it risk, man.
That's clever. I love the name, and I definitely want a hoodie, T-shirt, and all that. Like I definitely do. Like when you work on, let me know.
Listen, I just buy my little cricket machine and my heat press and everything. things, so I'm finna get cooking. I'm finna get stuff
That's
dropped.
right. I love it. So we gotta talk about this too. So you're a musician,
Yeah,
dope. And you got bars.
I got a little.
You never got bars. No, 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 you got bars. How long you been rapping?
I will say I'm 28 now. I've probably been rapping since I was like 14,
Okay.
but that's due to like my older brother and his friends. They were rapping when I was following him around as
Mm-hmm.
they were rapping. So anything that I saw my brother doing when we were growing up kind of inspired me to do the same
Mm-hmm.
things. My brother rap, play basketball, it made me want to do it. So I just followed in my and I younger, like as a kid, my grandma, I stayed with my grandma at a church and we was in choir. So at 8, 9 years old, I'm in choir, I got the whole choir suit on, I'm singing tenors, I'm singing. So it's like I've always been musically inclined and
Mm-hmm.
music is a lot of tough moments, man. I hear music, a certain song just inspire me.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. He's in the road. I love it.
You know, at church choir, I'm singing,
Yeah, that's right. This how y'all goes.
play, man. She had us in church every Sunday, so that's one of the things that was instilled in me early was singing and just being musically inclined, drums, all that. Everybody in my family did something in the church, brothers, singers, all that.
Love it.
That's
So,
what.
how do you do handicap? No, handicap raps. How do you do those?
I haven't been doing it too often. It's just whenever I get in the mode, I'm just inspired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
I,
I gotta drop something like.
yeah,
Get
but
up.
I've been telling myself I need to get into it more and do it on a more consistent basis. So
Mm-hmm.
just when I hear like a certain beat that I know is popular, I'm get on it and just rap to it and just rap it because that's what I do just to get my voice heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you, you know, it's definitely powerful. Like I'm like, okay, so I say you got bars. You got bars. Like I'm like,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay. I was looking at your page. I'm like, okay, okay. I haven't finished yet, but like look at your page, whatever. But what I saw, it was
That was
pretty
another
pretty cool.
that was another thing for me too was breaking out of my shell. Like I
Mm-hmm.
music, but I wasn't passionate. I didn't passion. So the videos that you see on my page, I just dropped those just to get feedback, just to see if people
Mm-hmm.
attention. And then off of dropping those videos, I started to have people hit me up like, bro, you need to drop an album. You need to do this.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like
And I was like, okay,
you code. You code.
you're actually good at this. You're actually decent. Like people would listen to you. So
Yeah.
that I've got 5 tracks laid. I've actually been.
Okay.
I plan on dropping a little project. So
Let me know. I'll get a promote. I'm telling
yeah,
you. Let's go. Let's get it. Um. So as an influencer, you're an influencer. What do you want people to learn from your life?
just keep swimming.
Keep swimming. Just keep swimming, 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 swimming like Dory.
Swimming like no matter what you're going through, bro. And that was I think that was my training when I got shot and I was in the hospital. I was questioning like, how am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna? But then I started to see people whose situations were worse than mine. I remember
Mhm.
a dude who came in the hospital and he got shot point blank range with a shotgun.
Hmm.
But he was in rehab every day. He was working out. He was doing what he needed to do to make sure that he healed properly.
Right.
And that was enough motivation. If I saw him get through his situation, I knew I could get through mine. I saw
That's
a
right.
man come I saw a young kid come in there who tried to shoot himself in the face.
Oh
He
my
shot his
goodness.
nose because he didn't like his life. He wanted to commit suicide.
Oh.
So
Wow.
he slept in my hospital for about, and He couldn't, it was hard for him to breathe. He was just always stuffed up. He was every night, but that was me. I saw people that were 10 times worse than what I was, so I can get through this. I can fight. He's here every day. He's getting up and he's making a choice to do what he needs to do.
Right. Yeah, I can do it too.
Because when I first got shot, doctors initially right off the bat, the doctors told me that was the first thing that never gonna work. I'm like, okay, you know, I took it for what, and maybe like a month into me being in the hospital and after like swelling going down in my spine, I did some rehab, X-ray like that, and they grade your level from A to E. I said so. There's a scale for your level, pretty much. A through E. First got shot at A, which there was 0% chance of me ever walking again. My spine would. But a month into me rehabbing and doing what I needed to do, I went from an Asia A to an Asia C.
Okay.
And basically that gave me a 30-40% chance of walking. Some of the swelling and everything had went down my legs. I can lift one of my legs now. I can move both of my legs, but one of my legs in the air, and I have like full control of it. That was motivation too. And then telling me, oh no, you have a 30% walking again. So if I rehab and do what I do, I can get back on my
so power higher.
Right. So it was like, wait, what? You mean to tell me to 40? That's the way. Right. So I'm like, bro, I'm definitely, there's no way I cannot fight for this. There's no, and I'm still alive. I know I can count on my two friends that I've lost since I was 14 that are no longer breathing. I'm still here. I about my situation. I'm the example. It's it. So I preach to all my bros. I'm here, bro. I did it. I've been.
Yeah. Wow.
So I try back to my people because my people, but I know there's somebody in my car who's waking up every day seeing me hopping in my car. They're inspired by that. I'm
you
like,
drive?
Huh?
You drive?
Yeah.
Wait, come on in. Come on with it.
I'm doing it, Erica.
Come on with it.
Living my life.
Come on with it. I love that.
Yeah. So it's man, like I said, it's signed me up to be the person I always wanted to be, but I just couldn't get there through like conditioning and things that I was seeing growing. So it was like I said, it was necessary for me to get shot because I needed to see him. I needed to see the other side of things so I could start leading a better life.
Wow. That's a whole mouthful. That's very and that inspired me. Wow. That's yeah. Are there any goals you still want to achieve? Is there any goals you still want to achieve? Any goals you still have?
You know, until I'm old and my bones are literally incapable, I'm gonna continue. That's gonna be something that is on my list forever.
Okay. So you get there.
But other than that, I mean, my goals are just to continue growing my business. I actually want to put out a documentary.
Okay.
Put out a documentary just kind of explaining like my life and everything like that leading up to me getting shot. Just kind of, I want to inspire people to just live in the truth and be comfortable with parts of their stories nobody knows. Nobody. And I mean being comfortable with being vulnerable, completely naked, that's what inspired me to do. That's how out of my hardship was living in my truth and being honest about things I felt I needed to. So another one of my goals is to be a advocate. You know, I want to get out in the community and help these kids with guidance, because I didn't have guidance. My father was, so I know how important it is for these young kids to have somebody around that knows what they're going through. And I'm spectrum. I feel like I can relate to teenagers and adults at the same time. Still, you know, I'm still on that ramp.
Yeah.
Like I'm too far outdated. Like I still relate to, you know, the 16, 17, you know, my 30s, 40-year-olds too. So yeah, that's just my thing. I'll get deeper into, you know, being an advocate and just helping my people heal.
That's right.
Beautiful, man. Those we deserve it. We've been for a long time.
Yeah.
Even out of our control. We did. Parents were trying to figure it out. We were dealing with trauma then. We just didn't know. So it's like that. That's what I'm here for, to shed some light on what help do as many as I can while I'm here.
That's right. You have so many gems. Like, come on, like so many gems. Like you're very wise. You're very wise. So many gems.
I'm not the smart, you know, nothing like that. I've been from the moment I breathed my first breath. I was supposed to die then. But it's like there's so many things that have happened in between that moment and now. So it's like I listen to a million other motivational speakers, but I have a motivational story myself. So why would I be here? I'm hindering myself if I out on opportunities, blessings, all type of things. If I don't be about the money, we know that's a necessity we need in order to live life. So I have to use my platform to better my life. But
that's right. That's real. That's definitely real. What would you want somebody to tell you to help you like get through whatever?
Man, I don't know. I can't say that I want anybody to tell me anything because people told me a million things, but it wasn't what they told me. It was what I observed. It was things that I saw around me that helped me get up, that helped motivate me. It was, you know, the resource, coloring, painting, trying new things that I wasn't necessarily used to. I don't think it was anything anybody told me. There was anybody who told me that hey, just snap out. I had to
Go
get in
through.
I had to really get in, figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Nobody could, hey, you're gonna walk again. This is what I have to myself.
That's right. I so agree with you with that. Oh my God, I so agree with that. Like, wow. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Like,
wasting your breath.
Yeah, I definitely agree 100%. Wow.
I just think it's important for people to dig deep and find out what they really want. Do you really want? Do you want to get better, or are you content with the life you're living right now? Are you okay? Can you see yourself living this life your day? I could see myself living misery for the rest of my days.
That's right.
Got it.
That's right.
And I'm gonna continue to do something about it.
That's right. I feel like we're twinsies. Like we had the same type of mindset. Like, and it took a long time to get there though, and it happened overnight because I didn't always think this way. But it just like you said, as you go through different things, you see different things. It's like you learn little nuggets here and there. Like and stuff it aligns, and it's just wow. You sound like a mini me. You sound like twinsies. So, but yeah, I definitely
we relate through our
yeah.
been through
Yeah.
something like,
Yeah.
and that's just that. And unfortunately, not be, that I said to get through this type of situations. But the more we can display our coming and things that we've been able to, find success. I think
Mhm.
that'll help others.
Yeah.
They'll feel more comfortable dealing with situations like this.
Definitely
Because
agree.
I think that was the most important thing for seeing other people's who were in wheelchairs or dealing with some type of trauma, seeing their success stories was helping motivate me. Like, I know there's more to this. I know there's more life outside.
Mhm.
There's more opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm still playing wheelchair basketball to go play in NBA leagues, wheelchair leagues. There's all this stuff,
Yeah.
all these that we don't know about, and we won't know about until we put ourselves in it, figure it out. So
That's
it's like
right.
once I got in, once I started working in the house and dealing with my peer group, and they taught me all these things, I could
Mm.
completely turn my life around.
Mm.
I can completely set myself up to to live comfortably.
Yeah.
And like you said, nothing happens overnight.
Mm-mm.
Nothing
Mm-mm.
happens
Nothing.
alone.
It takes work. You gotta have a mindset though, and you gotta want it.
Yeah,
You gotta have a mindset. So
Eric Thomas, he said you gotta want success, want to free.
I've heard that before. Who was it?
Eric Thomas, yeah, he's a motivational speaker, but he goes around to colleges and like that, and he's sharing his hardship, sharing where he came from,
Hmm.
and pay for it.
Wow.
It's as simple as that. You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe, and I never wanted it like that.
Hmm.
There was a lot of things I wasn't sacrificed before this situation, and
Hmm.
that's why I was stuck in the position that I was in because I was willing to sacrifice having fun and doing all that stuff in order to reach my goals.
Yeah.
But once I got in this situation, I couldn't.
You was forced. You was forced to. You was forced to.
Didn't do the same things that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I was in the house for almost before COVID even hit. I was already in the house, like, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. So when COVID came around, I'm like, oh, I'm about to start learning. I'm about to start learning new skills and things
Yeah.
like that. I tried to teach myself Spanish. There's so many things that I done tried to do since COVID hit, and
You know Spanish? You know Spanish?
nah,
Muy poquito, muy poquito.
not. I'm trying to get myself in the realm of learning it.
Oh, okay.
I paid for this little thing called Babbel, but
Yeah, I've heard about it.
yeah, so I've been trying to learn it, but it's just
I love Spanish. Mm-hmm.
the pandemic that just motivated me to start picking up new skills and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I done tried so many, and it's just like I don't, man. I'm content. I'm happy with life. This
Yeah,
this truly has set me up to lifestyle that I always. I'm not complaining.
not complaining. That's a good space to be in. That's a good space to be in. It causes you to be thankful. Like, is this ideal? No, but am I gonna roll with it? Absolutely. Like, literally and figuratively. Like, literally. So yeah,
I'm on
just
for real because it's not like one time no reset, but you can't do it over.
no.
Gotta live and make the most of it.
That's right. And in that order, in the exact order. Tell people how they can find you or they can follow you at.
All right, you could look me up on Instagram. I have a personal page at Handy No Cap, HANDI No Cap, and I also have my business page with my clothing line and everything. I'm getting ready to do a drop this month, so you guys can go ahead and follow me on there. It's Take Risk and Prosper, Big Trap, Again, that's Take Risk and Prosper, Big Trap.
It was nice to meet you, Erica.
That's me, you too. You have
All
a good
right,
day.
have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, man, what episode, right? Well, this is Renee. Sign up for TBI UNcovered too.
Look out for self, but same time be a provider and split the paper with your people like a notebook provider, like a notebook divider.